Hey guys, I realize it has been a while since I last made a video, so I just wanted to jump on here really quick and let you guys know what's going on. Since Camp NaNoWriMo ended, I haven't been doing as much writing as I wanted to be doing. I think that is just the way it is for everybody. I mean, Camp NaNoWriMo, you have this huge community that's fighting for a similar goal, and then when that's over, you're up all by yourself again. And I have been writing, just not at the pace I was in July. However, I have definitely not stopped, and so I am actually on track to finish my book this week. And I know I've said that a lot, but this time I really mean it, guys. So I have just a couple chapters to go, and I can easily do that. It's Monday now, and I have the rest of the week to do it, and I believe I have this weekend off again, which I haven't had a weekend off in like 2 months. Like a full weekend. I mean, I've had days of a weekend off, but not a complete weekend in like 2 months. So it is big news that I could have the full weekend off. Also, the point of this video, I kind of wanted to let you guys know my writing timeline, just kind of share my writing goals with you for the remainder of 2017. Just to jump right to the end of it, I plan on being completely finished with my final draft by the end of the year, so December 31st or whatever, before the new year starts. I would love to jump into the new year starting querying and trying to get my book onto shelves. I think that's a really good goal, and I've got a couple months to do it. The hard part of the first draft is basically done, and so now I just have to edit, and that's not gonna be fun. No, I actually look forward to editing in a really weird way because I can already see things I want to improve on or change, and I've been keeping notes of it. So I don't know, editing was always my favorite part in the writing process because you've got the hard part done in a way. You know, you pull the teeth out of your novel, and that doesn't make sense, but I don't know, I kind of like editing. I'm weird like that. So to go into details a little bit about my writing plan for the rest of the year, I actually wrote it down in my planner because that's just who I am. For anyone curious, I have an Erin Condren planner, and I don't know if I'm going to get it again next year. They're a little big. I might just opt for a smaller one. I haven't decided. Okay, so as I said, by the end of this week, I want to be done with my first draft, which means next week I want to jump right in to just reading the entirety of my novel. It's one of those things that when I think about, it's like, oh, I could do that in like an hour, and I'm like, wait a second, no you can't. You wrote like a 200-page novel. How are you supposed to read that? Like, that's a book. Like, it's gonna take at least a day, or I don't read very fast, so probably a day for me to just sit down and just read the whole thing, not make notes, just go through it and just check the flow of it, that sort of thing. Then at the end of the week, or the weekend I guess, that's when I'll start going back in and really going through and making notes. Or maybe I'll just make notes the first time. I haven't decided. People say you should just read through and then read it again, but it's a whole book and that would take a long time to read through again, and I'm afraid I'm going to forget points I have. I can see myself sort of reading, I don't know, I can't decide. What do you guys think? What do you guys do? Do you read through your entire work and then go back and edit, or do you edit as you go? I can't decide. So then jumping into September is when I'm going to start going chapter by chapter and editing. I plan to do 1 or 2 chapters per week. I think my schedule, yeah, about 2 chapters a week, just going through and really editing it for grammar, plumping it up, cutting it down wherever it needs it, that sort of thing. The early chapters definitely need to be trimmed. The later chapters need to be plumped, so just seeing what each chapter needs. And also starting in September, this is something I wanted to talk about too, I want to start having beta readers. So, for those of you who don't know what beta readers are, they are people who read your book before you submit it for publication or even a professional edit, and they give you an idea about their opinion, about the book, about the characters, the storyline, that sort of thing. Not so much the grammar, that's more for critique partners. That's someone who's going to be really helping edit your work, and you know, usually you edit theirs, that sort of thing. It's, you know, another writer-to-writer relationship. A beta reader doesn't necessarily need to be a writer. In fact, it's almost better that they're not a writer and just an avid reader. So, if anyone out there is interested, and I mean, it's okay if you are a writer too, like, I'm not picky, but anyone out there who's interested in reading my book, it is a young adult fantasy. That would be amazing. I swear it's an easy read, fun read, very action-packed, lots of historic legends type, that sort of thing, not so much sci-fi. I mean, maybe sci-fi? I don't know, you guys tell me when you read it, like, what do you think the genre is? So what I plan on doing is sending my betas a chapter a week and then asking them specific questions about that chapter, and then I will send them the next chapter and that sort of thing. So really, I guess I send each chapter depending on how fast my beta reads and how fast I can edit the chapter before they get to it, because I want to make sure it looks somewhat decent before you guys read it, or before whoever reads it. And I will be sending it over email, not shipping, nothing. We won't have to deal with anything like that. So like I said, if you're interested, let me know. Okay, so moving on into October, I still plan on editing, like I said, a couple chapters a week, maybe even slowing down to one chapter a week, dealing with beta reader feedback, seeing if they're somewhat consistent, if people like certain scenes, or if there's certain things that are confusing. And if you want more information on beta readers, Jenna Moresi, who also makes YouTube videos, she explains it very well. She has actually made, I think, 4 videos just on beta readers alone. So I will link those below and you can check those out to see what the heck I'm even talking about. Because I don't know if I didn't explain it fully, so go watch her. Okay, so jumping into November, that's when I plan on being done with my edits, so the start of November. So that's when I will do another full read through and see, hopefully at that point, that it looks like a complete novel, feels like a complete novel. And so then at that point, I will be focusing more on my beta feedback and jumping in and re-editing things that were confusing to the readers, that the readers didn't like, adding more things the readers wish were added, that sort of thing. And then we hit December. Sorry, I can hear my paper shuffling. So December is when I'm just gonna go through and do all of my final edits. So that's gonna be the real nitty gritty, making it nice and pretty and polished and up to the standards I would submit something for publication. So for example, when I was a journalist, I would write my stories and I would do my own edits, and then I would reach a certain point when I would send it off to the editor-in-chief. And so that's where I want my novel to be. I want it to be at that point where I feel comfortable sending it off. So that's what the final edit round will be for me. So I plan on doing 3 total drafts. First draft, which is just getting the story down. Second draft, which is my first read through, going through, fixing plot holes, really obvious inconsistencies and grammar mistakes. Third draft is after I get feedback from other people. And then of course, at the end of December, I should be done. So that's sort of my short timeline for my book. I'm really excited, and going through and creating this timeline in my planner, I realized that we are almost done with 2017, guys. Like, it is the end of August. We've got 4 months to go, and that is gonna fly by. I feel like fall always flies by. September always feels really slow because that's when you are starting school again, or you're just starting a new fall routine. I don't know, but September always feels really slow to me, which I love slow months. August always feels way too fast. I feel like I just uploaded a video a couple days ago and it's already August 21st. That is not possible, but it happened. Also guys, happy eclipse. I was able to watch it a little bit at work. Somebody brought in the eclipse sunglasses, thank God, because I thought, well, I'm just gonna squint at it and I'll probably see something. Nah, you don't see anything, and you hurt your eyes a lot, so did that for a second, and then did it again because I didn't learn my lesson. But I was able to really see it with the glasses, and it was so cool. So cool. The next one, I guess, will be, well, at least from what I could find, in 2024, we will have another total eclipse in the United States, and I totally plan on seeing it. There's nothing I want to do more. I mean, there's probably stuff I want to do more. I exaggerate. Sex is I'm a liar, so I lie. Whatever. Alright, so that's just my quick update for you guys. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and please let me know if you're interested in being a beta reader. You can just leave it in the comments below, or you can message me here on my channel, or you can tweet me on my Twitter handle, or you can Instagram message me. But I don't recommend doing that because I don't check Instagram that much. I gotta get better about that. Or you can text me if you know me personally, or if you don't know me personally, find my phone number. I mean, that's kind of weird, but it happens. I mean, go for it. I don't care. Alright, see you guys later, and I promise from here on out I will be updating more consistently. The plan is to put out... My neighbor's here. The plan is to put out 2 videos a week, so one related to my writing and one related to just my life. So look forward to that video in a few days where I will just be sharing my life updates. Or maybe I'll do something different. I haven't decided yet because I have control of my life. Okay, bye guys.